sure a lot of you share the same interest as me. And it's not unusual because it's human nature to take a picture of a family event or different places we visit. However, there's this common misconception that if you love photography and you're a teenager, then you must love taking selfies, right? Well, we all know that's not true. And here are just some pieces of evidence that taking selfies has become an epidemic. So, I want to help you all bring modesty back into photography. So, let's rediscover the original purpose of photography with an iconic image from National Geographic. But first, I want to open with a quote by National Geographic photographer Brent Stern, who once said, "Photography is bearing witness to the truth." Now, that may seem very deep and meaningful, but what does that have to do with me? Well, photography is more powerful than a document or reading a page in a textbook. Gabby Busha, who just did a presentation on Operation Smile, if she were to just present us with a presentation without her pictures, then would she be establishing a human connection with the people that she met? And would she show as much emotion from her visit to Ghana without those pictures? No, that's ridiculous. We need pictures to show human emotion and to create human bonds. Because photography gives us a superhuman capability to freeze and reproduce a moment in time. And if you succeed in capturing a moment so powerful, so real, and according to Brent Stern, so true, you have the ability to catalyze change. So let's view that picture I talked about, the most iconic image of National Geographic. And I'm sure a lot of you in here have an idea of what I'm going to show you. Yes, it's the picture of the Afghan girl, taken by National Geographic photographer Steve McCurry in December of 1984 in Peshawar, Pakistan, at the Nasirabad refugee camp. This picture depicts 12-year-old Sharbat Dula, who had to escape from Afghanistan with her siblings and her grandmother after Soviet helicopter gunships destroyed her village. And can you see the anguish in her eyes because of this event? And because of this man, we Americans became subjected to this horrible event. In June of 1985, the photograph graced the cover of the National Geographic magazine. It became a symbol of the 1980s Afghan-Soviet conflict. Soon, Steve McCurry received thousands of letters asking, begging, "Can I help this girl? What can I do to help her?" But this image remains one of the most recognized photographs in National Geographic history because it catalyzed change. Americans went to Pakistan to help Afghan refugees. And to further my discussion, I will show you one of the three most iconic images from the past 3 decades, starting with the Oklahoma City bombing. Now, a lot of us in here who are teenagers, this didn't occur during our lifetime, but it's very important to discuss. This event occurred on April 19, 1995, and was the first time Americans became subjected to such a violent event, and we lost our innocence because of it. It depicts Fire Captain Chris Fields holding 1-year-old Bailey Allman, who sadly lost her life. And mind you, it was only taken by an amateur photographer, Charles Porter. Didn't work for National Geographic, didn't work for a national magazine important such as Newsweek. Now, an Associated Press worker in London even contacted Charles Porter and said, "Could I get your reaction in response to what your feelings are going to be? Know that your image is going to be over every newspaper and every magazine in the entire world tomorrow." picture gets over 10 likes. But I can't even wrap my brain around the fact that if an AP worker across the globe said this to me about my image, I would be floored. Now, from donations from this photograph, Bailey Ullman's mother, Erin Ullman, founded the Protecting People's First Foundation in 1998, just 3 years after the event. Now, this foundation helped raise awareness of the dangerous effects of flying glass because of terrorist attacks or natural disasters. And ironically, it helped save many workers in the Pentagon during 9/11. And I say this ironically because that is our next photograph that I wanted to discuss with you. Thomas E. Franklin of the Virgin Record took this photograph known as Raising the Flag at Ground Zero. Franklin himself even stated, "As soon as I shot this picture, I realized the similarity to the famous image of the Marines raising the flag at Iwo Jima," which I'm sure we are very familiar with after probably seeing it in a textbook. Now, this image of the American flag became the symbol of hope for Americans and reminded Americans who we are. No longer did we become the victims of another terrorist attack. We became the victors because of this image. However, even though this flag in this photograph mysteriously disappeared later that month, we still have the photograph to prove that we, as Americans, can become stronger from a terrible event like 9/11. But no one will forget the unity that it brought to us. And because of this image, over $10 million have been donated to foundations for 9/11 victims and their families. A statue was even erected in 2007 at the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial Park in Emmitsburg, Maryland. Now, next I'm going to discuss an image of an event which all of us were here to witness and see the dangerous effects of. And that is the Boston Marathon bombing, which occurred last year on April 15th. Now, this image became one of the most viral images of the event, and depicts 27-year-old Jeffrey Bowman being wheeled away by the guy in the cowboy hat known as Carlos Arendado. Thankfully, due to the internet, it became one of the most viral images of the event, and Jeffrey Bowman became one of the most well-known survivors. Soon, America was taken on a journey of recovery with Jeff, and his Facebook page even garnered over 99,000 likes. And everyone who has Facebook knows that's a lot. Now, his GoFundMe account and Bucks for Bowman even raised over $800,000 to cover medical costs. Bowman became the icon of America's resilience, and the photo helped show a hero in Arendado, just a stranger who had happened to walk by Bowman laying on the street after the bombing. This photograph showed America that good can arise from evil, and that everything happens for a reason. Bowman himself even stating, "I have a lot to live for now." And I've got a lot to live for. I had a lot to live for before, and I have a lot to live for now. Now, going back to the image of the Afghan girl. In January of 2002, National Geographic decided, hey, we better go find that Afghan girl before she dies, or we don't know what she looks for now. What she looks like now. So, in 2002, the National Geographic team, using iris recognition, which is more powerful and more and better than using fingerprint, found Gula today in Afghanistan, and this is her today. She now has 3 daughters and is in her early 30s, and she wishes a good education for all of her children. Herself even stating, "If you are educated, then you can learn new skills. You can make a better life." After this photograph in 2002 was taken, the National Geographic magazine established the Afghan Girls Fund in her recognition, with the goal of educating Afghan girls and women to enhance their success in life. In 2008, they changed the name to the Afghan Children's Fund to benefit both boys and girls. Now, this wouldn't happen if this picture of the Afghan girl hadn't been taken by Steve McCurry. Now, I'm going to discuss with you today what you yourself can do in the 21st century to utilize photography to catalyze change, because you all can do it. You can download the free app in the App Store known as Donate a Photo. For every photo uploaded, the Johnson & Johnson Company will donate $1 for the cause you choose, advertising selfless selfies. Now, I think that's all something we could do. You can donate one photo every day, and there are 8 causes you can choose from. So far, over 157,000 photos have been donated to this Donate a Photo app gallery. The app has even raised enough money for Operation Smile to perform over 100 smile restoring surgeries on children across the globe. And that's just by using your smartphone. Now, I think we could use this app more than we use Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And so, overall, that's $24,000 worth of smiles. So, what can you do here at PA to get involved and use photography to catalyze change? Well, you can join Photo Club. I created Photo Club in the summer of 2011 as part of my NYP personal project. It's an acronym standing for Photographers Helping the Outcomes of Today's Organizations, with the goal of helping nonprofit organizations through photography. Now, currently we help Advocates, a nonprofit, with the goal of helping children with disabilities through therapeutic horse riding programs. Through the selling of $1 photo magnets created by Photo Club members, we have donated $80 to Advocates. And this past November, I presented the check, and that is enough to feed 2 horses for a day. Now, could I do that without the use of photography? Yeah, I could, but since I use photography in a creative way, in a way that people want to help by buying these $1 photo magnets, I helped catalyze change, not me personally, my whole club did. And I encourage you all to join Photo Club. Photo Club has also been donating disposable cameras to Operation Smile Mission students, such as Gabby Busha and Pramika Gautam, who went on their Operation Smile mission trips. And this is in order to provide children receiving surgeries and their families with the power of photography in order to utilize it for themselves. Next week, we are going to launch our very own Donate a Photo account for Princess Anne students. And it is very simple to do. Now, I'm sure most of you here have Instagram accounts, so every week we will choose a cause to donate our photos to, and every day one of the members will pick a photo on Instagram that is hashtag PCDAP. And that photo will be uploaded to our account. So if you're interested in finding new ways to utilize the power of photography to catalyze change, I would definitely consider joining Photo Club. We are always in the need of new members, and anyone can utilize photography in order to create the change we need. So, everyone here sitting in the auditorium today can create change and make a difference through photography. And don't tell me, oh, I'm not very good at taking pictures. I mean, Grace Kim even told us you can do anything you can put your mind to. So, by just taking one picture, it can make a difference in somebody's life. Whether you're lucky enough to have your picture printed on the front page of a magazine, or whether it is simply donated or uploaded to the Donate a Photo app gallery. We here all have the power to influence another person through our photographs, and all we need to do is simply stop and look at the world around us instead of simply ignoring the truth in front of us, because we need to bear witness to the truth. And so, I leave you with this question. If you had the opportunity to freeze a powerful moment in time like the photographers I shared with you today, and mind you, you don't have to be a professional photographer, you just have to own a camera. Would you take that opportunity to do so? We here all have the ability ability to create change through simply clicking the shutter on our camera or just clicking the button on